Welcome to this week's Mortgage Moment. Hi, this is J. Michael Seeley from Demystifying Mortgage Loans. And this week, I'm here to help demystify the foreclosure process and the timetables associated with it. So let's get started. All right, to set up the situation, we have a borrower with a $200,000 loan paying $1,000 per month. Now, what happens if he stops making his payments? The lender may then file a notice of default. Now, that doesn't have to be the very first day that a borrower is delinquent. The lender has the option of contacting the borrower and trying to work things out. But at any point after a delinquency occurs, non-payment of the debt, the lender may file the notice of default. The lender will most surely contact you and try to make arrangements for payments, because they do not want to take the property back. But if it becomes evident that you're not able to make your payments, they will go to the county and record a notice of default. Now, just what does that mean? Well, that means that you're on public record for not having made payments on their loan. You can continue to negotiate with the lender trying to bring your loan current, and again, that is generally the topmost solution that they want to achieve. But if you don't make progress on that, or the lender doesn't feel you're making progress on that, the notice of default serves as a starting point for the foreclosure process, or a timetable starts ticking away. And that timetable could explode as a bomb, causing you to lose your property. So then, what are your options? Well, to get the notice of default removed, you would be required to bring the past due payments current and to pay for any costs associated with the loan default and any administrative costs. Once you make those payments, the notice of default is removed and you're back in good standing with your lender. Now, if you don't bring those past due payments current, then that timetable I was talking about starts ticking. Let's say that you had made payments for 2 months, and at that point, your lender then files the notice of default. That would start a 90-day period where your remedy is still to bring the past due payments current and pay for any associated costs. But it's leading up to something much more volatile: foreclosure. So if you quit making the $1,000 a month payments, you still have those 3 months or 90 days that they file the notice of default, and here you see it was done after the second month. You still have the option to bring the past due payments current, thereby reinstating the loan and removing the notice of default. Now, I want you to see that these costs can start mounting up. As you can see here, each month you miss, it accumulates. The first month it'd be $1,000, the second month $2,000, third month $3,000, and the fourth month $4,000. Plus about $200 or $500 of associated costs. Now, you can go up to even the 90th day and bring everything current, and that would be an amount in this scenario we just depicted of somewhere around $5,545. And that will bring you current and reinstate your loan. Now, what happens on the 91st day if you have not cured your notice of default? They then publish a notice to sell the property or the real estate. And that is published in local media. And that means that anywhere between 14 and about 30 days, that property will be sold at auction at a public place. Not necessarily the courthouse steps like it used to be. Any public place that the trustee so desires. Now, why do I give you that range of 14 to 30 days? That's because the trustee has to publish up to 4 times in a local media, often in a local newspaper, a notice to the public that the property will be put up for auction or for sale at a certain location. And again, it's not the courthouse steps like it used to be. It's any public place that they so designate. Now, once the lender has published the notice to sell real estate, you still have the option of making good your back payments plus any associated costs, which have probably gone up a little bit now that they've published the notice to sell real estate. However, 5 days prior to the sale date, you can only redeem the property and the loan by paying the full loan balance, the $200,000, plus your back payments, about $5,500, plus any costs associated with the pending sale. Interestingly, the trustee may postpone the sale of the property. If they feel you're close to some negotiation or some other party comes in to help you out, they're allowed to do that. It's only up to about 3 times. And if they postpone it, then they have to republish the notice of sale, and again starts the 14 to 30 day process and allows you to go back and bring the loan current rather than have to pay not only the current or the past due payments but also the full balance. But realize again that once it becomes 5 days prior to the sale date, you have to pay the entire loan balance, past due payments, and costs associated to redeem the property. Now, these rules and laws apply to properties in California where they use a trust deed system, but it's similar to other states where they have trust deeds and even mortgages. And remember, if you're trying to solve the problem by bringing in a partner or get a new loan, do it on a timely basis and be aware of these time frames. Well, that's it for this mortgage moment. And next week we'll expound upon this and give you some of the other remedies you might have. How can you get a partner? What kind of loan could you get at this point? Or what kind should you get? And at what point are you allowed to get different loans? Again, thanks for watching. If you got any questions, go to askyourmortgagequestion.com. And for a full, complete course that talks about the mortgage process, the demystifying the loan process, go to yourloangenie.com. This is Mike Seeley, and I'll see you in the next mortgage moment.